What's up, everybody? I have a really cool product to talk to you about today, and go ahead and just guess what this is. Is it an iPad? Is it a Samsung tablet? Well, let's get into what the absolute best budget-friendly, low-cost tablet on the market is. You might be asking yourself what this tablet is, and I've got to tell you, this is the all-new Fire HD 10 tablet from Amazon, and the reason that I've chosen this as being the #1 budget-friendly tablet is a couple of reasons that I want to go over here. First of all, the performance is just awesome. It performs great, it works really well with games, and it works really well with Skyping and all of that stuff. The Office programs, the Office apps that are on here, they're not Microsoft Office unless you install the Google Play Store and download those, but they have a ton of Office programs that work pretty much the same. They're free, and they'll open up all of your Office programs as well. So if you want to use it for work and business, you can do that too. It's got a lot of functions. It's affordable. It's probably one of the cheapest tablets that has as much as this one does packed into it. And what I really love about it is it's so entertaining. There's so much on here to do that you're not going to get bored. There are movies. There are a ton of movie apps outside of the Amazon apps as well, but the Amazon ones come preloaded. So you've got Prime Video, you've got Amazon Shopping that's already built in, a built-in personal assistant with, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want your devices to go off, but it is super responsive. I showed this in another video of mine, how you can say that wake word and instantly it automatically wakes up and starts answering your questions or whatever you want it to do. I even keep mine in landscape mode, setting on a stand to where I can just, as I'm walking through my kitchen, say the word and ask how the weather is, ask it to pull up recipes. It's very responsive and it works great for that as well. Let me just show you really quickly as I scroll through just how quick and snappy the processor in this is. Fire tablets are not known for just being like powerhouses, but I'm pretty impressed at how they optimize what is in this device to where it works really well and you don't have to worry about a lag. And what I also love about this is something you don't get with the majority of tablets on the market now. Amazon has kept this from the first Fire tablet they ever made. You have a little slot over here to the side. I just went ahead and popped that open to show you. You have a little slot over here to the side where you can add expandable storage, meaning if you want to put a micro SD card in here, you can add a ton of storage to this tablet for very little money. All you have to do is buy a micro SD card. That's one of my biggest complaints with Apple products and the iPad, and as much as I like my iPad, I find that I use this more because it's more practical. I can add storage to it as I need to, whereas with my iPad, unless I bought extra storage when I ordered it, let's be honest, if you've ever bought an Apple product, you know that they charge a fortune to add any kind of storage or to upgrade your storage when you're ordering, way more than you would pay at market value for any other device simply because they can. And I'm not saying iPads are terrible, because obviously iPads are a great option. But if you're wanting to get the best bang for your buck, I think that the Fire tablet's the way to go. I use Comicsology a lot to read manga and graphic novels and things like that. I'm just going to open that up and show you how quickly an app loads on the all-new Fire HD 10. So let's go ahead. I'm going to press it. What was that, like a second? I haven't logged in a couple of days, so I really need to log back into my account. But look at this. This is responsive. I'm not speeding this up in any way. I'm showing you real time how this loads apps. So let's check out how responsive a game is. I've got one loaded up. This is a search and find game, kind of like I Spy used to be if you played those when you were a kid. But just let's look how easy and smooth and seamless it is to scroll through this. And let's just click something so that I can load up a level to show you how quickly it loads. I'm going to click play, and within seconds this game is already loaded up the level. It's ready to go, and I don't have to tell you that this looks great. The visuals on this tablet are just amazing. Screen color and the screen brightness is very vivid. I haven't had any issues, and I actually love watching movies on this because they look so good. I also think the speakers that are built in are pretty nice. Let's go ahead and I'm going to load up one of my YouTube videos to show you, one, how quickly they load up, and two, how the sound on this device is. So I'm going to use the Silk internet browser, which is Amazon's internet browser. You just press it, it loads up in a matter of seconds. I love their internet browser because it is so responsive. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit YouTube. It's already on the main page where I use it so much. Look at that, YouTube just popped open. That was quick. Let's go ahead and search one of my videos. And the reason I'm searching one of my videos is obviously for copyright reasons. I don't want to show anything that I don't have the rights to. It shows all of my videos here. I'm gonna go ahead and just click on my channel. I'm gonna actually just load up one of the vlogs that I did recently because I've got a lot of copyright-free music in there, and that'll be a better indicator for you as to, you know, how the audio sounds. So let's go ahead and just check out one that I did at Universal Studios recently. So here it is at half volume. We're looking at a scene where there was a water ride. You can hear that water rushing. This is only half volume. But look how clear this is. And guys, I shot this on my phone, so it's not like I shot this particular video on anything crazy. No lag, very responsive, it looks great, sounds great, and again, you can turn this up as loud as you want it to go. That was only on half volume. Let me find another video just to give you an example here. I thought that I had more royalty-free music in that one than I did. Here's a really good one. This was when I went to the Luma Lights at Dollywood, so a lot of the visuals in this are gonna be darker. It's gonna give you a little bit of an idea of how this handles darker colors, because a lot of TVs and tablets alike don't do great with that, but I think this does a pretty nice job. And again, this is just at half volume. But as you can see, look at those. Guys, I filmed this on my phone. These vlogs, I usually just use my phone on. But look at that. The visuals are so good on this tablet. I love watching videos on the Fire HD10. They just look great. And right now, you're just kind of looking at some different lights they did for Halloween. Again, just half volume here. Not even full volume. Half volume. It gets a lot louder. If you haven't noticed already, it's just a fun device to really use. I love that it's quick, it's responsive. It's a tablet I don't have to worry about dropping because I've actually dropped this a few times already. I'm very accident prone when it comes to my tablets. I don't know why, because I'm very careful and cautious, but maybe that's why I'm too cautious. And I end up dropping these, but the material that these tablets are made out of, they really can handle quite a bit. Now, I'm not saying go and just toss it across your room every 5 seconds or anything like that, but they can handle a lot. Everyone who has owned a Fire tablet knows that if you drop it, chances are it still works. It might have a small scuff or a scratch on the back or something depending on what you drop it on, but if you drop an iPad, I mean, there goes like $800. Whereas if you drop this and something major were to happen to it, like if it really did break, and I've got to say you'd probably have to do a lot to get it to break because Amazon's done an amazing job crash testing and drop testing these. If you drop one of these, you're not out almost $1,000, right? This is one of the more affordable tablets on the market. Most people, unless you really looked at this, probably couldn't tell that this is a Fire tablet instead of an iPad. Half the time when I'm using this, everybody's like, oh, what are you doing on your iPad? Or what are you reading on your iPad? And I have to explain to them, I have an iPad, I have an iPad Pro, but I never take it out. I never use it because I'm so worried about breaking it or dropping it or scratching it up. The thing costs a fortune, whereas this, not saying I don't care about breaking it, but if I were to break it, it's not the end of the world because this is a lot more affordable of a device. Although I gotta say I'd probably be heartbroken if I ever did break the Fire HD10 because it is my favorite tablet that you can get. And I'm going to put a link down in the description where you can get the newest, latest and greatest Fire HD10 tablet if you're looking for one yourself. If you have any questions about it, be sure to let me know in the comments. I still have last year's version as well and I love it too, but I'm so addicted to using this year's version, and I've got to tell you, it's a fantastic tablet, especially for the money. You can't go wrong. I think you're really gonna enjoy it. Check out that link in the description to get the newest one. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out in any way when you're deciding on what tablet to get. I have a ton more videos about the Fire HD10 tablets and the best apps to use on them, so be sure to check out those videos as well. They're on my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already and you love videos about really cool products and you want the honest truth about them, and I'll see you guys later.